Talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm on a trip. Blick at my bit. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I have one miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Trying to slow down my motion.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're underway in Atlanta. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback is sure appreciates. Back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go, Reed. Go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That's caught for the first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready? 70 range.
From the 37. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
19 tight. Go.
Throw on 3rd down. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 6-0 Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Putting a receiver in motion. Now on 2nd and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will take over.
Got it. Ready?
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Hook.
They go play action here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready? Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Say, hurt. Check smash. Check smash.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Got for big yards on the right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Come on. Set. Get up.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, check that. Here we go. Set. Hut. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Left thing, 19. Let's go. Go.
He'll throw it. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Man, he really lobbed that one downfield, didn't he? Tried to lay it in there for a big completion. I think he just got a little too much loft on it, though, and it's intercepted.
I really do think in that spot, though, Kate, it was the right type of throw.
Yeah.
But that air, in this league, you put air on the football as a quarterback, you better be exactly right, because as fast as these defenders are, they can recover and go get it, which they did right there.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty.
Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let go! Check smash, check smash. Hut, hut.
Looking for a throw here. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that.
He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go, set. Go.
2nd and 4. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Complete beyond the marker. It's a race down the right side. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the 1st. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. He's going deep. It is caught at the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders get it down to a single point. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now. Take go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Dumped off to his running back. Still going inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. They'll run here on 1st down. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion left. Going ground on 1st and goal. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
One after try, good by Reichert. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. The Raiders working here. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He rolls to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Space to the left. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Working inside the red zone. Dump off caught by his back. And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing. He's got it over the middle. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
19 Lions. Here we go, set. Riggs. Panther 11. Go.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. That throw doesn't lead to 6, so it'll be second down.
Curve 19. Let's go.
A final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, third down. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Colorado. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back, the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Pass play coming here. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down. A whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. He's got a man left. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
That's taken in by Etienne. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, second and inches. From the 32. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going to try with Etienne. And they bring him down around the 34. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Now it's a bootleg for him. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here we go, second and 9. Caught by his back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Slot man motioned over. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Tight end going in motion here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up.
Set. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton.
Ready.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8.
Let's go now. Go check. Go check. Set go. Check go.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Heaves this one for the back of the end. Big gain downfield. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw here on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Pass play now. Touchdown! Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. Oh, did the Raiders get to that one? They're saying yes, and the officials agree. Raider football. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Airing it out to start this drive. He lets a heater go deep middle. This is brought in at the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He has the touchdown. So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that's sure.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk, because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the...
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a fourth quarter lead. Carlson now to add one more. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Caught quickly on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go. Go, Reed, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Go. 70 Lions. Set. Ready.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 2nd and 3 now.
Go!
From the 16. This one's caught. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now trail by just a point in the 4th. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
The pitch is to Etienne. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. They'll run here following the penalty. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Hauled in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Setting up to pass. Headed out right. He tucks it and takes off. And he couldn't quite get the edge. He goes out of bounds and maybe gets back to the line.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain, but that feels like a sack for those defenders.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. That one is good! And they take the lead right near the end of this preseason game. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. So after they ran into the kicker, Brock, that penalty keeps this drive going with a 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That one is good! And they take the lead right near the end of this preseason game.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt. Warrior 70. Street. Ready.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a road win for the Raiders.